This video I'm just making to explain how we do motorized setups of the DualEM. So there's quite a lot of people doing this in different ways with different tow vehicles. We've been doing it for a number of years, and we like to have a system that's dismountable, something you can ship to remote locations and fly into. And this is what we've come up with. So we've got a tow point here, which will go onto a quad bike or ATV or four-wheel drive or whatever you really want. Then we've got a platform here, which is something that we keep using this over and over again. This is basically PVC water pipes that's got wooden dowels inside that are glued with this polyurethane glue. That just makes this really, really strong. Like, this thing has been bashed around for literally thousands of kilometers, and it just keeps going. For wheels, we use obviously non-metallic wheels, because you can't have any metal beading in the wheels for this type of stuff. These are wheelbarrow wheels, the 20-inch. They're all plastic. They're solid tires. They're really good. They're hard to find, but these were like Amazon replacement wheelbarrow wheels. So for the tow arm, we tend to kind of make single-use ones. So when we get to a remote location, what we ship is the instrument, and we ship the PVC platform, and we ship that with a courier. And when we get to the area we want to do, we go to a timber yard and we just buy this. This is 35 by 90 mil timber, and we just come up with this two piece of that, a center wedge that's screwed and glued every meter. The arm is 5 meters long, and we just bolt the tow point in like this, and that's pretty solid with the two bolts there. Another aspect you want to be careful with is that when you're towing this behind a vehicle, you don't want the instrument to start turning from vibration. So it's important that we use this clamp. That's the standard for the DualEM. It's got a square bottom, so that stops this whole thing from turning. At the moment, we've had to cable tie this shut because we lost the nut, but we will be getting a new nut so that this is always secured. Obviously, this also holds the two ends of the instrument together, so doesn't fall apart. So then we need to hold the DualEM onto the bar in a firm and safe way. First of all, we clamp this timber structure onto our base cart using bungees. That's the first thing we do. Then we stack it up using this any type of foam to get the right height to account for this clamp here. And then we use just very strong bungee cords that we make ourselves, a loop and a knot, just to ensure that there's a nice firm hold, and no metal components, because it's all just bungee here. I really like using bungee cord because you give it 3 or 4 or 5 turns of this stuff, and it's so strong, and it just keeps clamping down. If you tie it down with string or ratchet strap, once they get loose, they just keep getting looser and looser, whereas a bungee like this just never gets loose. So that's basically it. We've got our instrument connector here. We made this cable harness to stop anything pulling on the connector, and then we just cable tie the cable through, and it comes up through our boot here. And then in the vehicle, in the back here, the cables comes in, and then we've got our power sources. So we've got 3 lithium batteries here. I mean, one of these would run this instrument for 12 hours, so power is not an issue. Then we've got our serial connection coming down here with an extension on it. And up the front of the vehicle, we have our cable coming in. Here we have our navigation screen. And here we can control the instrument and look after coverage control and all that good stuff as we are surveying. So anyway, This is just how we do it. Depending on what targets you are looking for, you want to make sure you have a good separation between the vehicle and the car. You don't want the car to be influencing your data significantly. Really depends on your soil and your targets that you're looking for. If you've got very strong targets, then you can get away with a closer proximity of the vehicle. You can do a walk-in test to test this stuff. We're looking for pretty strong targets here, and we've already determined that we get a 2 meter separation is sufficient for us. It depends on your soil conditions as well. If you've got a really sandy, gravelly, dry soil, your induction levels are gonna be really low, and that means that relatively your car will have a stronger influence. If you've got very conductive soil, very wet soil, clay stuff, like what we have here, so we're going to be surveying in this area today, you got high induction levels, high conductivities measured, which means relatively your car will have a lower influence on your data. So anyway, lots of ways to do these things. If you got any questions, leave a comment below, and hope you have a fantastic day.